Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. I'm Relicus, and today I'm going to be playing Plants vs. Zombies Fusion 3.0. Now, here we are on the main menu screen. As you can see, 3.0. I have the English translation mod. I guess it's a mod installed. Um, Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, when I go into adventure, I have everything unlocked already, and today I'm going to be doing something where these plants at the top are pre-picked, and I'm only going to be using these pre-picked plants, and I'm going to be playing through adventure mode using only the sunflower, lily pad, and the flower pot for only the levels that need those plants. Otherwise, I'm only picking sunflower, unless that's picked already, and the pre-picked plants. So, we have these up right here. We can definitely use this and this. I don't think we'll use the Scaredy Shroom or this Doom Shroom. We might need to use the squash, and then these two plants are pretty much just like the snow level plants. And I don't really have any use for them right now, so we'll just take our sunflower and get started. Now, typically in regular Plants vs. Zombies, you plant your sunflower, and you can't do anything with it unless you have an upgrade to make it a twin sunflower. But in Fusion, we can just place another regular sunflower to make it a twin sunflower. This is also a snow plant. It's called the Salmi Knot. It doesn't really do anything by itself unless you move it close to a zombie. Let me turn on the zombies and the plant's health. And as you can see, it pretty much just shreds the zombie right away. Let's move it back. We'll put another one on it and make it a twin Salmi Knot. And now the second one will be shooting these Sawflower things. This is a kernel pult, and we normally use those on the rooftop levels, since the roof would be angled and the regular pea shooters don't work. But it's what it gave us, so that's what we're using. If we needed to, we could use a squash. And if we place it, it'll notice a zombie and then squash it, but it's kind of really not necessary, but I really like these twin Salmi knots, because if you had them in the front, they could be the front flower would be shredding anything that got close to it. But the back one is doing just fine, shooting these little saw blade flower things, which pierce through the zombies, and they can kind of home in on the zombies and go to a different lane. Like, there's the zombies in this lane, but this one's shooting at these. I guess I kind of forgot to explain the kernel pult, but it can shoot little popcorn kernel kind of things, which do pretty light damage to zombies, but it can also shoot a glob of butter, which causes the zombie to stick and just kind of stand in place for a second or two. Alright, this might be a little harder to work with, but at least we got pumpkins, which will protect the plants that are up in front. I'll talk about what each one of them does when we use them. So we have this, and it's kind of a lobber type plant, like the kernel pult was. And it shoots little globs of water, little drops of water. It's only doing 20 damage per shot, which is kind of low, but we can add this and see what that does. I don't think it's attacking. Yeah, so it just, every 5 seconds, it consumes charges to heal plants and attack speed, and boost their attack speed. So it's definitely kind of a support type plant. Now this thing is pretty strong. It's called an Ampnian. And the more of them that are like next to each other, the more they like channel, and it'll do extra damage, and it'll chain to other zombies too. See, it just killed that zombie in one shot. They have kind of like a limited range, like they won't shoot till they get like right here. These aren't really doing much of anything. But I think these things are just taking care of everything by themselves. Like even that thing's not doing very much. And these aren't gaining charges because they're supposed to be in the ice, get hit by snowballs and stuff from the zombies. Basically, the more of these we have, the more damage they're just gonna do overall. See, the pumpkin sits around the plant and protects it from getting eaten by zombies. It has 4,000 health. And we can add a magnet shroom to kind of basically set it up for adding any metal objects to it, which upgrades it even more. But none of the zombies are dropping anything like that, so... And we can plant a magnet shroom on top of sunflower, and this will produce sun and create metal objects. Yep, there we go. Click this and add it to that. And there aren't any Jack-in-the-Box zombies, but that would protect the pumpkin from, in whatever plant was in it, from Jack-in-the-Box explosions. In magnet plants sit on a, or act on a magnet system which connects them all, and there are certain magnet plants that do more damage or are more effective the more plants that are all connected to each other. I was talking, but added a metal bucket to this pumpkin where it has twice as much health now. That was like a little mini black hole that I tried to add to it, but it doesn't do anything, so. There's a lot of zombies here, but these Ant-Manans are doing a lot of damage. Alright, now we can do some damage with these plants. Especially this one, and kind of this one. And we got a walnut, so that'll help us with protecting our plants. So we'll grab the sunflower and get started here. This is a melon pult. and it does pretty heavy damage to zombies. It's like a pretty much into the game kind of plant in the regular adventure mode. Let me turn on health for the plants and zombies again. As you can see, it was doing 80 damage per shot. If we move it up here, it's doing splash damage. So it does 80 damage to the main zombie. And I'm not sure exactly how much, but a little bit less to the other zombies. And then we have a 3-peater, which is basically just a pea shooter that shoots in 3 different lanes here. We don't really have anything to upgrade the 3-peater with, but these are basically doing all the work already. This is just the basic walnut. Doesn't do much besides just block the zombie. Apparently can be added to both the melon pole and the 3-peater. I don't know what either of those do. Guess we could check our almanac here. Three nuts. So it just shoots little peanut things or whatever, I guess. Oh, and I forgot to check. Melon nut. Grows a temporary shield and retaliates with a melon after taking a certain amount of damage. Let's see how this works out, I guess. Well, it has twice as much health, and it's building some kind of charge. Yeah, it just took out that zombie with a melon that it spawned in front of it, I guess. I've never used it before. I played 2.8 on Android, but that wasn't in it. I haven't really experimented with it before. I gave a Scaredy Shroom again, but I don't really have anything to do with it. I guess we could start placing cactuses here. They just shoot spikes. 20 damage, basically. Not much on their own. There's nothing I can really add to them either. Well, I can do a cactus, but I mean, I can add a walnut to it, but there are some pretty strong 3-peater fusions that you can make. But forgot we can do this. Add a potato mine to the 3-peater. I don't see it doing anything yet. If we put that there, it'll eventually heal. Yeah, I think the potato mine 3-peater thing is healing a lot more health, dealing a lot more damage than just the regular one. Well, 30 damage. It's 10 more damage. And it shoots faster as the zombies get closer. I guess we'll move it up then. Yep, there we go. That thing just healed these 2 other plants. Let's move this one up. Not really doing anything back there anymore. Yeah, these things are doing pretty good damage. once the zombies get around here, they're shooting pretty fast. That only healed 50 health and it has that much, but we can use a fertilizer to heal it up all the way. Well, there's our first pea shooter. We got walnuts again. Doom shroom. And cactus again. And we have hypno shroom, a blover, and this ampneon again. We can add the pea shooter to the sunflower and make a sun shooter, but I think I'll just leave it like that for now. And add a doom shroom to it. We get a doom pea. Which is doing pretty strong damage. I would have appreciated having a scaredy shroom this time to pair with the doom pea. Because if you get a doom pea right here and a frenzy shroom, which is a doom shroom plus a frenzy scaredy shroom, and they're side by side, then they like share damage and attack speed and stuff. We can also add a hypno shroom to this walnut, and it'll do something eventually, but I think we might be able to. Yep. Adding the fertilizer caused it to spawn a zombie, which will turn into a random zombie when a little bag falls off its head. Although it's pretty strong, so it may just eat all the zombies. All the other zombies. It almost lost all of its health. Or all of its armor. The pole vaulter zombie just kind of ran past it. Oh, there's another one. Let's see what happens over here. It turned into a cherry walnut head zombie. Or we can just feed the hypno shroom to it directly and just convert that zombie specifically. I'm just putting this here to kind of like take care of these guys when they get close. Yeah, I didn't think about it would jump over and then start eating it, so I had to move it. And zombies that are eating these walnuts have a chance to get hypnotized too. A lot of pole vaulter zombies are running up. What in the heck? I've seen one of these, but I've never seen a zombie on a horse before. That's like some kind of Yeti zombie, but it's got like some kind of costume. I guess Chinese looking costume thing. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that was. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but now we have a hypno pea. This is one of the... Oh, there's a... there's a lot going on over here. That's some kind of upgraded Gargantuar that they added. And there's a Mecha Gargantuar. And then some kind of snow monster thing. I haven't really played the snow level, so I'm not really sure what that is. I guess we'll make more hypno peas. I don't see why not. We can also do this. Make a little blover pea shooter. and put it on top and it would just shoot little extra peas. Also, like making these. They're called peanuts. Okay, my game's a little loud. Hold on. And they shoot little rolling peanut things that pure solve the zombies. Then again, you could always just stack pea shooters and get a repeater. And it works on these two, so we have a hypno repeater. And they just shoot an extra pea. And then we have a split pea for one shoots to the right and two shoot to the left, and then they come back and shoot to the right. And then last but not least, we have a Gatling pea shooter. Or a hypno Gatling pea shooter, actually. I haven't even been paying attention to the chaos that's been happening over here. It's really just zombies versus zombies now, with all my hypno plants here. Converting them all. Like, they don't really get any further than here before they either get converted, or they just start getting eaten by the other zombies. It's really just become a zombie civil war over here. We can't Gatling these pea shooters with the doom shrooms on them in regular Plants vs. Zombies adventure mode, but we can do it in Odyssey mode. Our setup's a little messy here with just kind of random plants sitting around, but it doesn't matter too much. But we have a pea shooter head zombie now, but we'll be able to take care of it because we got pumpkins that'll help protect the plants from this guy's peas. And we got these kernel poults here, which we'll be able to upgrade with the magnet shrooms. And then we got these two guys again, which we don't really have any use for. And then we have Scaredy Shroom again, so. So, if we combine Scaredy Shroom with Pumpkin, it'll make like a Scaredy Pumpkin, which prevents the Scaredy Shroom from getting scared, but there shouldn't be any zombies that close, so. So we have our kernel pult. We're gonna add a magnet, which turns into like a, let me check the name real quick. Kernel morph. 25% chance to throw a magnetic butter with 80 damage and stuns the target. And then let's check this. Bolt. If we can get iron buckets, we can add it to these and they'll do extra damage. So let's make one of these to start creating metal objects. Oh, there's one. Let's put a pumpkin. We can't add a jack-in-the-box to anything, so. There's another one. Can't do anything with that. I could have swore I just saw two peas flying, like a repeater just shot or something. Oh, there's a bucket. We can use that. Stick it on our pult, our kernel pult here. I can also show you something else here. Add an umbrella to a butter, and we get this butterbrella thing. And it like knocks them back and puts butter on their head. But we kind of need it over here. Let's grab that bucket here. It upgraded both of these, so I want to get magnets on all of these before I add any buckets to them. And we can feed buckets to the metal plants to heal those too. I can't think of anything else we can add to our setup here with what we've got. But it seems to be alright for now. Alright, this setup is looking pretty good. Got all of our bolt pults here. Taking all the zombies out with pure metal. So we're having a little bit of a problem right here. There's a lot of zombies there, but I can do this and take them all out. And let them finish off the rest, and that'll be it for this level. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video on Plants vs. Zombies Fusion. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see me do anything else in this game in the future. Leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.